So let me give you the skinny. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, baby. These ones are mini.
You guys want to do room service?
Today?
Oh, I can't eat. I cannot
Yeah,
eat.
I love room service because you get it and it's great. The food is great and you hunch on the edge of a bed.
So do you want it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want it because I want to sit and hurt my back while I eat.
Well, they just cleaned the room, so it'll be nice to make a huge mess on our beds.
And I like how long they let that tray sit outside.
Oh, well, that's for scraps. If anybody on the floor wants scraps.
I actually dug into that because I was upset that you guys didn't include me on the meal last
Well,
night.
yeah, I heard a dog like rooting around.
It was not a dog, Bill. It wasn't a dog. Okay.
It was
Yeah.
our guard dog.
Dog would have some fucking manners.
I was
there,
out
at least.
there. You guys locked me out of the room last night. I don't know if you remember that.
Well, I'm looking at the menu here, and it looks like they got a fruit bowl. Says in parentheses, all cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are there like
That sounds
just
good.
one grape at the bottom?
It says parentheses, all cantaloupe. I don't know what to
Okay,
say. Hopefully
yeah.
we get the grape.
If we do get the grape, who's eating the grape?
Probably Gilbert. Is Gilbert here?
Gilbert is down the hall.
Gilbert always gets the grape.
Gilbert gets the grape. Well, Howard, sorry we locked you out last night.
Yeah. sorry.
Yeah, you guys apologized to me a lot, but things still keep happening. So I'm at this point. You can just hold your apologies until you mean it. How about that?
Well,
Nobody ever says.
you
I've
never
heard
wanna-
hold the applause.
Hold
but
your apologies.
Hold the apologies.
Hold your
Hold the
apologies until you mean it.
Well, do you never want to get apologized to?
Not unless it's a true apology.
I really do
You guys
mean
should
it.
take some lessons for these people's apology, like for these apologies that we've seen in pop culture recently.
look.
Which one?
Yeah, everybody's
here, I've got an
apology is so good.
Look,
Everybody knows how to apologize.
Hey, Howard, look at me right now.
Yeah.
I'm whispering so you know that this is vulnerable. Some stuff happened, and I thought a lot about it. Now let's all take a moment and appreciate where we are in life right now.
Oh, I got a disease.
You gotta. Oh my gosh.
I got a disease.
You don't this on me.
Sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
honestly, hey.
It's all right. It's all right.
Hey, here it is.
That was a nice moment,
And
wasn't
hey,
it?
here, I'll tell you this.
I'm sorry.
That
I'm
worked
sorry.
for me.
I'm sorry.
That was a nice
That
moment.
worked for me, Todd. That apology was enough.
That's all right.
That's enough for everyone. That's enough for everyone.
Oh, God, I got a disease.
Don't. This is on me.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
That's all right.
But
that's the way we're
So
saying.
apology accepted. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Apology accepted. That's all you had to do.
You said you.
Can I apologize real quick?
Yes.
Here, bring the camera in really close. Be right close.
Make it grainy.
Make it granny. Shoot it bad. I just want to say that all the stuff I've done bad to you, I think about it. Okay.
Yeah,
All good.
That's enough.
Apology accepted.
That's enough. Yeah, I accept it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Apology accepted.
Apology accepted all around. Bill,
Huh?
Apology accepted.
do you have anything you'd like to say to me,
Listen,
Bill?
I'll
sweet.
do what I always do. I'm sorry you felt that way. Okay? Accepted?
Accepted.
Jesus.
Fine.
I've been working with Netflix on my special Apology Accepted, and it's an hour long, and it's me kind of just going through some mistakes I made and accepting
For most of the special.
accepting the. It happens in the special. I'm pretty sure it made it in. Pretty sure I made it in the final.
Well, you had Final Cut.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember.
Or no, you don't work with Final Cut. What do you work with? What's your program?
Adobe Premiere?
Adobe.
Scissors.
Scissors.
Yeah, I'm. A
should
lot
have
of
35
old
minutes.
school guys still edit on scissors. It's a great program. Me, Quentin,
Tarantino?
I wish.
Oh, who? MacArthur, my youth pastor?
Yeah, he edits all of the church.
You know, I'm
videos.
still dressing up like a little boy and going to youth church. Do you know that?
We
You
did
found
know
a
that.
community in New York?
Yeah, I just because my opinions are very childish. I'm not very smart. I fit in better with 13-year-olds. So I go to youth church.
And isn't a lot of am and have been Jewish in the past, so I don't know a lot about you. What is youth church? What's the difference between that and adult?
It's
church?
like dumbed down lessons. They talk in a way that it's not the sort of like highfalutin language of the Bible. It's more like it's like a guy who's just having a nice chat with the kids.
And I chime in a lot and I say something's happening to my pee-pee.
So that's what youth church is for?
And I always go, some changes are gonna be happening in your body, and I'm like, yes, sometimes my pee-pee feels
So
weird.
you, a 55-year-old adult man, you dress up as a little boy, and you go in and hang out with these 13-year-olds, and you ask questions about puberty at
Sounds
youth
like what
church.
you need is a health class, not
Well,
youth church, Bill.
I didn't get the birds and the bees, so I'm kind of doing.
You didn't get the delivery?
You got the...
No,
Of the birds and, you got. I sent you the birds and the bees.
Yeah, what is that service? So we have edible arrangements and the birds and the bees.
Well, you
What
said
i-
the birds and the bees kind of as a gift to someone after they've lost their virginity. And it's
Right.
a box filled with birds and bees, and you open it up, and they fly around. And what always happens is they end up in your fridge for 3 weeks, and then you throw them out.
Absolutely. You eat the bees and then you throw the rest away.
And of course, it's allegorical.
Yeah.
You're eating these meals, but you're meant to realize that women have wings and men have stingers.
Oh, I love that book. Women have wings and birds.
Are
He
you
just said it. He just said it moments ago, so I think we can get it.
We got this.
Women have
wings
wings.
and men have stingers.
There you go.
By our favorite daytime talk show host. You say it with me.
Al Roker!
I wasn't sure, so I didn't participate.
No, you know, I love that. That book, he really makes some big swings in that book.
Well,
Yeah.
and he should know because, as we know, he's an alien, so he has the knowledge of the universe behind him.
That's right.
So his book is coming from a pretty universal perspective, literally.
Well, if you don't know, you've
Now
been
you know.
told. Now you know. You're listening to The Teacher's Lounge, first best and only podcast about the goings on at Hamilton High School. Now we are in New York City, baby, the Las Vegas of the East.
The bright lights, the big city.
And we are in Toshi's penthouse in the Flatiron Hotel. Look it up, Google it.
It's one of the most beautiful parts of New York. Broadway between 24th and 27th Street.
And we are having a blast. And we were talking about this off mic. We might not leave New York.
No.
We've left a lot of cities, and we feel very at home.
Well, I
here.
immediately feel like a local. You know,
Me
you walk
too.
outside, you grab a big baguette, you put on your beret, and you just walk around the East Village.
You have been doing a lot of French things here in New York.
No, well, yeah, because of the local. That's the vibe.
And I've been having a blast too because I've been headed down to the pub to watch some football, eating some bangers and mash, and having a great afternoon.
Okay, well, that sounds pretty UK. Okay.
No. We're in the Big Apple.
yeah, we're in
I
the Big
know.
Apple. It's
We're
a
just
melting
fitting
pot.
in.
Yeah, we're fitting into the whole NYC culture.
I'll wake up in the morning and I'll go out, and the first thing I'll do is I'll eat some Mexican food. I'm just doing the New York thing.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I like to get up. I like to go downstairs. I like to build an igloo. And I like to lower a lure deep into the sub-zero temp of the water.
We love New York, my friends.
New York's great. It's a little something for everybody.
And,
That's right.
Yeah, I feel like we've talked about it before, but this city matches each of our speeds and our likes.
Yeah. Well, it's the Windy City.
It is for us. We keep getting our clothes blown off.
Yeah. We'll walk around a corner over near the ports and the docks, and all of our clothes just gone. And of course, we
Hakuna Matata.
Several hyenas.
Several hyenas. Spoken as a hyena.
Sorry, the wind just blew right through here.
The
We're sorry if
wind
that,
here
I'm not sure if that
almost-
picked up on the mic.
Famously windy city.
Yeah.
This podcast episode is not sponsored by The Lion King. Coming out in theaters very soon. Maybe it's out.
But we're not sponsored by them, so maybe it's out, maybe it's not. We don't have to know.
Yeah.
What are we sponsored by this episode? The hot dog cart. The New York hot dog cart is sponsoring us.
Do you like to smell the burningest food you've ever smelled in your life after you've already eaten and you're headed to work?
What if you've got a 20 and you just need change and crumples? Get yourself a hot water at the hot dog cart.
And hey, do you like paying $3 for your lunch if you're a local or $12 if you're obviously a tourist? Come on down to the hot dog cart.
I don't know if it's your camera or your Hawaiian shirt or your khakis, but everyone here knows you're a tourist.
Get a
Howard.
hot
Me?
dog and wash it down with a old faded hot Powerade.
Yeah, you do look like a big time tourist.
Well, you guys
can
know,
see you coming.
you guys know I've been trying out a few different personas while I've been here.
And you landed on tourist.
Well, because it seems like it's a hopping business out here.
You tried Wall Street Mogul.
Yeah.
Not to be a tourist, to take advantage of that. You're getting your ass
Guys,
handed to
I
you.
have never felt more a part of a community than I did when I decided to just do the touristy stuff all day long. I mean,
You
I'm-
immediately were whisked into the worst show on Broadway.
Oh, well, that's subjective and true.
Well, it was an alley, and you got beat up and robbed.
Right, and that's the real New York
and then
experience.
at the end they went ba-da-da, ba-da-ba. Wow!
And then they took a moment and took some donations for the AIDS Foundation, which I thought was very thoughtful.
That was big of them.
After
And
the
they
robbery.
also read a pre-written statement denouncing the current administration.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Wow.
Oh, that was beautiful. So brave.
That's
So brave. So hard to do that in New York City.
nothing braver than reading a list against the administration to a bunch of Republicans in a 200-seat theater.
Yeah, what did they get it signed by 50,000 people?
If you come to,
525,600, actually.
Oh, you saw Rent.
if you come to one of my plays, we'll talk about both sides before
Yeah.
the play.
Todd.
We will bring up both sides, and we'll because that's what's. I'm the first person to say this.
You are so in the middle.
We are not having
Perfect.
conversations anymore. That's what died. I don't know if you guys know this, but we're all in our own bubble now.
Yeah.
And I'm just feeling it so much that
I'm on my phone all the time.
You're all the time. You're on it right now. You're tweeting at me.
Sorry, what?
You just tweeted, I'm on my phone all the time. at
Oh,
me.
sorry. I was tweeting. I'm on my phone all the time. What'd you say?
Well, just that we're on the phones all the time. And so my
Yes.
new play, The Conversation, is it is all about this idea. And we finally get to talk about some of the stuff that we don't
Who's
talk
we?
about anymore.
Who's we in this context?
Me and the audience. It's an open two-way conversation.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I actually saw some surreptitiously recorded footage from the play.
Oh, yeah. No cameras,
That
by
was
the way.
not surreptitious.
Well, I'll just say this, Todd. It seemed to me like you were sort of aggressively shutting people down if they decided to speak up.
Right. Your play exists in a box with a two-way mirror on it that the audience has to watch you through.
Yes.
So that you cannot hear anything
Yeah,
they
it
say.
has a real Times Square person behind a glass that you masturbate to vibe.
What is this?
You know,
I haven't been
like
to
a
this part
peep
of
show.
Times
A
Square.
A peep show. I did it with my tour group the other day. It was
I love these New York tours. They take you to peep shows.
Yeah.
They take you to drug dens.
Yeah.
They take you to dirty diaper on the street.
They're
Todd,
saying-
it seems like your play is a lot of. I will say the last one I saw leaned right. You were giving in a little bit too much to the other side. You were wanting to.
Well, because they're not hearing it, you know. I'm taking the good stuff from Bill Maher and I'm going a little further. I'm saying
The good stuff.
I'm saying the things that I know we're all thinking, and someone's just got to say them. And so, yeah, okay. If you want to argue with me about it, fine. But all dogs go to hell.
It's a big point.
Now, does this, because there were some themes in the play that seemed, and I know you can't plagiarize yourself, but there were some themes in the play that almost were exactly like my conversations with the devil.
Yes,
Your
I
play
pulled.
about your
I mean,
ex-wife.
all good writers reuse old stuff.
Do they?
I don't
Absolutely.
think they're not their own stuff though, Todd. They sort of take what they like from other artists and repurpose
No,
it
if
in
you're-
their.
Oh, I take stuff from other artists too. There's some stuff from my old plays. There's a lot of Mamet in this. There's a lot of
Yeah.
Mamet.
Well, you know what
enough
they
that
say.
I legally have to remove some of it,
Right.
or he gets to beat the piss out of me.
And then at one point at the very
And
end,
he
you
wrote
go,
the contract.
Yeah, and I signed it quickly.
I get to beat the fucking piss out of you.
His contracts,
You ingrate.
His contracts are even more in your face than his plays.
Yes, I have heard that.
But yeah, I think that you know, all good artists steal from themselves. They steal from others.
Writing is repurposing.
The Batman scene in my play is very popular. Writing is
and
repurposing.
there at one point, not even the end, you go, and that's the death of a salesman.
That's right. Well, of course, it's not the end. That's how you get into the first act. So it's right around the middle of the first act, and it's how you know we're ramping up because I kill a salesman who I play. I play everybody.
That going back and forth between those two characters,
Salesman and gun guy.
I don't think you need to do the costume
murderer.
change. I don't
It's
think
not
you.
gun guys, murderer.
And I don't think you need to do the full costume change each time you
Before
say a
each
different
line?
line, Todd. I think it takes up too much time.
It helps me get into each character. I can't do it.
Well,
as a
maybe you
costume.
should take another page out of a Batman thing and do a Two-Face.
It
One
was-
side dressed as one
it
character,
was-
one side the other.
It
That's
was really
fascinating. I like
tough
that.
when you switched to gun guy. You forgot gun guy's line. You went and then you just went back to salesman.
Well, I went back to salesman, and then as salesman, I
you
knew the
fed
line,
the
so I
line.
tried to feed it to gun guy.
But it's you, Todd.
Todd, I think
That gun has how many bullets? And then change
Todd,
back
I
into-
think your psyche is so incredibly fractured. I
Yeah,
think
you're
your brain,
shot.
yeah, your brain is in pieces.
Oh, it is awesome in here. I wish I could show you guys the inside of my print. It's fucking all awesome.
It's not crazy and painful. It's awesome.
It is the coolest thing. I like it so much that I think for 10 years now, I've never stopped.
Never
I
stopped.
saw
What?
one of
I like to watch something all the time. I like to
would
be on
love-
my
I saw
phone. I
one
like
of
to be
your
around
CT
people.
scans, and it looked like one of Jim Carrey's paintings.
Well, to be fair, CT from the Real World Road Rules was the administrator.
Absolutely. I'm talking about when CT from Road Rules Real World Challenge
What?
looks at your head and describes what he
He
sees.
describes what he sees,
didn't
and he
help-
described basically a Jim Carrey painting with Kim Jong and Trump.
Oh, talk about art.
I hope Jim Carrey never gives it to me like he gives it to Trump.
Why were we not in the photos at the DMZ since we were there?
Photoshop.
Why were we
Fake.
photoshopped out of the DMZ photos?
It's crazy
Because
that
we
he
were
doesn't want to
taking-
hang out with us.
We're in the background of the photo taking food out of North Koreans' mouths. Because the food on the flight was awful.
Yes.
And so we landed starving.
Yes, and I'm sorry, but I was hungry. If I had extra food, I would have given it to them, but I didn't have any food.
And we were mad because we thought we were going to DZ Discovery Zone.
Yes. Yes.
But then
Wow,
they-
we wanted to get in a ball pit and fucking pig out on some pizza.
Well, I was like, there's no way the flight to Discovery Zone has got to be this long.
They're like, no, it's not this long. You're going to the demilitarized zone. How did you guys end up on this flight?
Todd, I saw you push a woman back into North Korea.
Oh,
She
yes.
was escaping.
It was
An old woman.
There was an old dissident who had been held prisoner there for 45 years. And she got out, and I said, not so fast. And I said, hey, Kim, she's here.
Yeah, you tattled on her.
And I tattled on her, and they gave me the Medal of Korea.
Yeah, you got the tattle medal.
I got the tattle medal. And they gave me a free haircut.
Which
that
exact-
cut
Did
is
you
high.
get what you asked for?
Well, I got what
you got what you get in North Korea, which is one
just say-
haircut.
They gave
It's
you,
not-
it is high and tight.
you get two options. You get the deer leader or the Rodman.
And let's just say for you, they actually kind of split the difference.
Speaking of Two-Face, I went half and half.
It's kind of just.
But it's inspired me. I've been pulling down sick rebounds and also silencing anybody who speaks out against
Yeah,
me.
you've been playing street ball.
Yeah. And divorced Carmen Electra finally.
Finally.
I think she was trying to get away from you.
Yeah, right.
Well, no, you divorced her, but technically you were never married.
That's true. That was the big issue in court, is you can't give a divorce to someone who's never been married.
But you said, please. Just let me get it on my record.
Let me get a divorce on the record. But yeah, I'm glad to be back in New York. North Korea was not for us.
No, this place is cool. It's filled with, just artists and creative types. This is where we belong.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I actually have heard a couple of your new demos, Sam.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are very cacophonous. They've been really nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of sound in there.
It sounds like how did you assemble your studio band for this?
Well, have you ever heard of Brian Wilson?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pet
of course.
Sounds?
Yeah, I love him.
I took Pet Sounds to an extreme.
Really?
What does that mean?
He had a lot of pets in there making sounds. Alpacas, other animals. So I just got the sounds of New York City. Every animal I could find. I got Pizza Rat.
Wow, that's a hard booking.
It's a really tough booking. Absolutely. I got raccoons in there. I got garbage men crashing stuff around. Any animal from New York I allow in.
Well, and I like the noise and what you're saying about music and how anything is music.
Exactly.
I think I hope you're not releasing these demos because there is a lot of parts left in where you're arguing with the engineer.
Yeah.
There's a lot of you just trying to score smack.
Yeah, well, this is the music of the creative process, It's arguing about the engineer saying, I'm not late, you're early, You're early, you showed up on time, I was binging. So that's on the record?
Yeah, there's about 40 minutes of you waiting on the Staten Island ferry. Just kind of being like, where is this ferry? I need to see the Statue of Liberty for free.
Sounds of the city, baby. Sounds of the city.
It does feel like you, of all of us, are sort of embracing the most gritty side.
Oh, I love it. I love the homophobes. I love the racists.
I'm sorry?
I love, when you go into a diner and you order a nice meal very regularly and he thinks you're on his side and makes a bunch of homophobic jokes you're supposed to laugh at.
No matter
right.
where you go in New York, you can't be too polite to like an old guy in his 50s.
The chumminess will turn.
If you give him just a little room of niceness, he assumes the conversation can be exactly what he wants after that.
Absolutely.
And it's
so
like,
that's on the record.
It's like, how much am I culpable if I'm just nodding at what this guy's saying about the women walking by? Like, do I speak up? Can I change this guy's mind?
I usually follow their lead and try to one-up them. Sometimes I've become a group of 50-year-old men's leaders. I have.
You do, you have.
That's awesome.
You're very quick to join a cult and then become the leader of one.
Oh, yeah.
We've been taken in the theater.
I've been hooking you guys up with some tickets to a couple of cool things for my BKBS.
Oh, we have all
Brooklyn
new sorts of
bullshit.
access.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What was your guys' favorite ticket I hooked you up with?
I like the $350 chicken and waffle that we got.
Yeah.
That was really, really small.
Yeah, it was in a moose bouche.
Yeah.
It was one of those one-bite meals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good, right? It was right there on the coolest street, too. Like, that's why it's so expensive.
Yeah,
You paid for the real estate.
I really loved that tour that we went on of that 8th-floor apartment building that's had a broken elevator for 15 years, and you can only use the stairs.
Yeah, well, there's some issues with the permit, but that's what makes it a cool part of Sunnyside, Brooklyn.
I also saw a couple of the ads that you have shot and recorded for BKBS.
Oh, the ones I recorded and shot.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad those are
they're
getting
pretty
out there.
low quality, Bill.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really gives you the feel. And I said, let me direct this. Let me cut it. Let me use scissors and I'll cut this for you. But you wanted to do it all yourself.
Yeah.
And
It just has that gritty, shitty Brooklyn feel,
Well, yeah, I shot it on a forward-facing Nokia. Do you know how like when your grandma sends you a picture? That's what I shot it on.
Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah. I mean,
Tell.
like
It's short.
it's short.
Very short.
Some would say you shouldn't even call it a video. It's more so just a single picture.
Yeah, it's one still grainy photo.
And I'm pretty sure you spelled Brooklyn wrong.
Is it not two ends?
No, it's not two ends, and
Is it
they're not at the beginning.
I thought there were two silent ends at the beginning.
No.
No.
And I know it sounds like we're being we're being a little negative about New York, but we really do love it here. It's just it's a city of opportunity, and I feel like we have been so stagnant. The people in our lives are holding us down. The other cities we're in are holding us down. But we're in a new city, and things are going to be better because we moved, and the new city is what's going to fix it for us.
Yes,
Exactly.
Everywhere I go, people hold me down.
Yeah, it wasn't us. It was our location.
Yeah. And,
Every one of them.
and it's
Every
a very...
one of them.
I know in the past you go to a new city, you fall in love with it immediately because it's not the place where your problems are. And then you stay there and your problems follow you. That's not going to happen to us here because my problems don't, I feel
My problems don't have legs.
Is that like a saying you have?
Yeah, my problems don't have legs. They can't follow.
That's right. Yeah.
If you run away, you will be safe.
If you run away, you will be safe. My
Well,
problems
I
don't
know
have
three
legs.
of your problems that have legs, and those are your children you don't take care of.
Okay, let's not talk
Yeah.
about my kids.
Well,
Me having
two
kids,
of them still have
Me
legs.
having kids is also a huge
Well,
deal.
one of them lost their legs due to your negligence.
Okay, that's not fair.
Well, okay, one of them lost their legs because you ran over them with your car.
Yeah, not so much negligence as much as fault.
I think that it was nighttime and they were laying down on the ground. It's
I
their
think
fault.
you're doing the right
They
thing.
were looking at the stars. They were looking at the eclipse.
Which was it, an eclipse or the stars?
They're the same.
The stars were eclipsing the moon.
Oh, this guy's obsessed with space. He's obsessed with space.
Yeah, well, I did go to a planetarium the other day with a tour group, and that was really fun. You
No,
guys
we
should
can
maybe
tell.
think about the universe a little bit outside of yourselves for once in your life.
Putting those glow-in-the-dark stars on your ceiling of your room is not thinking about the universe, Howard. It's being an 8-year-old.
It is if you make it a realistic depiction of the constellations. I
think
took a
that's
lot
what
of time.
you've
Guys, next time we turn the lights off in the room, look up there and tell me if there's a single constellation you can't find. I took time on that.
I'm not going to do that, okay? I have to just fall asleep immediately. If the lights go off and I'm alone with my thoughts, I will kill myself. So I'm never going to see the dark. I just keep going until I'm too tired and then I pass out somewhere. And that way, everything is awesome up there.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the stars are beautiful. I'm never going to take a moment to take them in.
Fine. Well, I guess you guys will just never really know me or sort of meet me on the level that I'm on these days, and that's fine.
Well, I'm glad you feel like you're growing. And I think the best thing when you're growing is to stick around the other people in your life that refuse to, because we'll always remind you of what it could be like.
Here's where I came from.
Yeah, here's where you came from. And we're not going to hold you down.
I appreciate you guys saying it, and I believe it. You guys were men enough to apologize to me earlier. I believe you when you say you're not going to hold me down.
Why don't you take this? Why don't you take this ticket? You will love this. Just go out, have fun. Just take this. This is on me.
What is this ticket?
It's good.
It's good.
You know.
You look
It's
at it and
good.
say what it is.
You look at it. Look at it. Look at it. This is a tugboat tour. This is a tugboat tour.
It looks like you wrote that over. This looks like it's actually an ID badge to get on a trash barge.
Yeah, and you have
no,
to-
I think that says tugboat tour.
That's a tugboat tour.
Okay, so the crossed out lettering doesn't mean anything. It's only what this Sharpie has written on there. This is what this is going to get me on.
That is one of the most awesome tugboat tours. It goes and picks up things that fall off of planes as they fly into LaGuardia.
Okay, so you are not sending me to work on a trash barge. That's not what this is.
Well, that's the tour.
that it's a 2-month-long tour, 9 to 5.
60 hours a week.
60 hours a week, 9 to 5 every day.
And you are,
No.
but here's the benefit: you are gonna get sunburned.
Yes.
Well,
You
I
come
like
back
the
looking
sun.
very
I like
tan.
the sun. Well, look, I'm going to take your word for it, Bill, because I don't feel like you would throw me into the fire like this.
I wouldn't.
So I'll take your word for it, and we'll just have to see what this means.
I'm really gonna miss you, Howard.
Why?
I can't believe you're leaving.
Wait.
You bitch! You're abandoning us.
Wait.
Right at our moment of need. Enjoy 2 months on the trash barge. Tugboat. You're gonna have a blast.
God,
Thanks
you're
a lot
lucky.
for leaving us. When we were at our lowest.
Lucky.
Wait. I'm not going to have to leave, am I?
Guess you don't want to be on my album.
Huh? Who else leaves? Oh, that's right. Every man in my life ever. See you, Dad.
Guys, I don't have to do it. If this means I'm going to leave for 2 months, I don't have to do it.
Oh, you
Really?
love it.
Yeah.
You love this.
Do what you always do. Run.
Well, I guess I have to give it a shot.
You sure?
I don't mean to hurt you guys. You're making me do this. I'm not asking to leave.
We can do long distance. Let's try long distance.
Pass me my needle.
No.
Pass
Sam.
me my needle.
Sam, this better be
The
a needle
needle-
to play a record.
Yeah, that one.
No, the other needle. I need
The
to do
that-
needlepoint.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Thank God.
I'm gonna do the angriest needlepoint I have ever done at you, Howard.
That's such a hard thing to do with that emotion.
I know. I just seethe for 6 to 10 hours, separately chunked up over a weekend or two, and I'm seething to make the meanest needlepoint.
See what you did, Howard?
I don't think this is my fault.
You know what? Take this, Howard.
What?
Take this. It's another ticket. Take this. It is a hospital tour.
God, Bill,
That
you
is
are
a
so generous.
hospital tour.
Really?
Yes. I know it
it's-
says underneath it that it is asbestos removal in mental hospitals in Long Island, but that's not what it is.
The dates on this are the same as the trash barge. Can I do these at the same? Oh, I see the times. So one's 9 to 5, and then one is 6
5 to 9.
Yeah,
Oh, perfect.
they do overlap a little bit.
That works almost perfect. I'm sure one of them will be a little lenient, or if not, you'll just be punished when you're late.
Yeah. Do not be late.
Okay.
I tell you
The
what,
tour
Howard,
will leave without you. Well,
I tell you
But don't
what,
be early.
do not be early.
don't be early. It's almost worse to be early than to be late. They don't respect you. They think you need
Mucking
them
it
too
up
much.
and just too many bodies, too many chiefs.
Well,
It's been a kind of a tough one.
it's been a tough one. I think next week we'll feel better.
Yes.
I think next week we'll feel better. We love the city. I think we just need to eat.
Because there's one thing in New York, the longer you're there, the less tired you get.
Yeah,
I just need to be rejuvenated by the up all night thing.
I leave New York and Vegas so refreshed. It'll be, you know the saying, Vegas by the 6th day, you feel like you need to stay longer.
Yes.
And I feel the same about New York. I just
Yeah, I've never gone to Vegas and after the first day been like, I need to go. I know that I have a few more days here, but I need to leave.
So we're here for the long haul, no matter how bad it gets.
I bet we never leave New York.
Absolutely not.
That's my bet.
Yeah. Well, I got a couple big auditions coming up. I didn't want to jinx it.
Off Broadway?
Yeah, off Broadway.
Wow.
Well, it's-
Congratulations.
yeah. Thank you. And the audition is the job. You know what I mean? It's like if
Right.
you get the audition, that's the work when you're an actor. Booking it, you got to leave that up to the people up top. So yeah, pretty excited about what I'm auditioning for.
Yeah.
Is it Hamilton?
Is it Hamlet?
It's Hamilton.
Is it Hamilton?
It's Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that.
Oh well, I wrote it, and I'll be directing it.
And you also have to audition.
And yeah,
You're not offer only on your own project?
Unfortunately, there's just it's just the business.
The director demands to
Director,
audition.
yeah, you gotta, even Robert De Niro had to audition for Meet the Fockers. It's just the way the business works.
Yeah.
So I'll let you know how it goes.
Well, good luck to you, Todd. That's really great. I'm hoping that when I release my album, big things happen as well.
Yeah.
But making it is the thing. It's not about the response. You just got to make it, finish it, and put it out there.
Yes, absolutely.
Process.
That's great. I'm excited for your release. You've been talking to Spotify. That's exciting.
Yeah. Well, I've been emailing them.
Yes. You have one-sided conversations with Spotify, technical support. I'm actually looking at brick and mortar location for BKBS.
Wow.
I know. It's pretty exciting, and it's in Dumbo, Brooklyn. I'm sorry. No, it's in what's that little rat's name?
It's in Ratatouille, Brooklyn.
No. He's a Cinderella. Gus, Brooklyn.
Gus,
He's in
Brooklyn.
Gus, Brooklyn.
Is that something?
Gus, is that anything?
You know what? Let's keep this part in.
Right, we will. And as we all know, and this happens sometimes, you got to end an episode.
Yeah. Howard will not be here for the next few episodes.
He'll be on the trash barge, Skyping in.
But maybe there'll be a podcast on the barge you can do. I hope not, but we'll see. It's time to stick the landing.
Yes.
It is time to stick.
We've
the
had
landing.
a perfect routine so far, and now we just got to stick it.
We've got an old Russian man in the corner cheering us on.
One of our legs is broken.
Our teammates are right there ready to carry us.
As long as we stick the landing, we will be American heroes.
And here comes the dismount.
Day.
Billy Eichner.
Pum,
Rafiki. Donald Glover. Beyonce is queen. Darth Vader. Darth Maul.
Darth Yoda.
Darth Rafiki. Darth Simba. Darth Zazu has a lovely bunch of heads.
Avengers.
Nathan Lane.
Nathan Lane was the original Thanos.
Avengers, the birdcage.
Birds are nasty.
Birds have boobs, and bees have dicks.
By Al Roker.
Stay flippy.
Well, that's the skinny on the minute. That's all that I know. You gotta hit the road, but first, pour me a cup of that Joe.
Hey there, this is Kevin, the Teachers Lounge producer. The guys would like to thank Casey Trela, who's made the amazing theme song on the show. You can check out his music at Tuft, Tuft music.com. Also, Teachers Lounge has a bunch of great merch available at podswag.com. And say you like the show, which you obviously do, and you want to share it with some friends, the first 5 seasons are available for free. Thanks for listening.